நம்முடைய தமிழ் மொழி உலகிலேயே மிகவும் தொன்மையான மொழி எந்த தேசத்திடம் இருக்கின்றதோ அந்த தேசத்திடம் பெருமிதம் பொங்க வேண்டுமா கூடாதா சொல்லுங்க.
செம்மொழி வலையொலி யூடியூப் சேனல். இந்த சேனலின் மூலமாக, அந்த வலையொலியின் மூலமாக பல்வேறு தகவல்களை தினந்தோறும் நாங்கள் வழங்கி கொண்டிருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த நிலையில் சிலப்பதிகாரம் என்ற தலைப்பில் ஒவ்வொரு பகுதியாக வழங்கக்கூடிய அந்த தொகுப்பை முழுமையாக கண்டு பார்க்கலாம்.
What are the boons, possessions, qualities and deeds that cannot be bettered? No boon is superior to the boon of children. No doing is superior to the doing of one's duties. No union is superior to the union for childbirth. No union is worse than the union devoid of childbirth. No cruelty is worse than the cruelty of denying what one can. No death is worse than the death of feelings. No poverty is worse than the poverty caused by greed. No legacy is superior to the legacy of fame. No shame is worse than the shame of begging. No greatness is superior to the greatness of giving. What are the hasty conclusions that have to be rejected as untruths? It is a lie that a wise man leads an unhappy life. It is a lie that a rich man is free from fury. It is a lie that a drunkard doesn't lack discipline. It is a lie that a man biding his time triumphs. It is a lie that a man who can't foresee saves himself. It is a lie that a lazy man achieves eminence. It is a lie that a proud man wins greatness. It is a lie that a humble man seeks meanness. It is a lie that a greedy man dispenses justice. It is a lie that a man of an impure mind does tapas. What attempts are made in vain? Again, Mundurai Arainar, the land of an unjust king is bound to be poverty stricken. The lust of an old man will be poorly gratified. The friendship of the inimical at heart will hurt. The pleasure derived by the deceased will prove painful. Sulking with the one who doesn't love will prove harmful. The jewels on the body of an old man will look ugly. The words uttered to the disrespectful will be of no use. Meeting one with a mean mind will be of no avail. One's anger at the fearless will be in vain. Seeking help from the hostile will prove useless. What can't be eschewed? One desirous of fame can't eschew words of praise. One desirous of riches can't eschew daring deeds. One desirous of learning can't eschew revering the teacher. One desirous of eternity can't eschew doing tapas. One desirous of long life can't eschew counseling of the wise. One desirous of growth can't eschew stress and strain. One desirous of pleasure can't eschew pain. One desirous of pain can't eschew pleasure. One desirous of guarding one's people can't eschew just to rule. One desirous of sex can't eschew suggestive clues. Mudumari Kanji stands out in bold relief when it is compared with any ethical work in Greek or Latin or Sanskrit. A Greek work called Works and Days by Hesiod. Hesiod's Works and Days, a didactic work in Greek held in high esteem by the West, is in the form of an exhortation addressed by Hesiod to his brother Perseus to revere justice and to work hard, and describes how success in agriculture, sailing and other forms of economic, social and religious behavior can be achieved by observing certain rules, including the right and the wrong days for various activities. This is full of mythical narrations which present superstitious beliefs and irrational ideas as truths to be taken seriously. Full of superstitious beliefs and irrational ideas are presented as truths in this work by Hesiod. Some examples. Why should one work hard? The author says, one would be able to work in just one day so as to have enough for a whole year, even without working, but the gods keep the means of life concealed from human beings, forcing them to work hard. These gods who force human beings to work hard for their livelihood. How is it that the earth is full of evils? He throws the blame on a woman, a mythical woman. How is it that the earth is full of evils? The tribes of men previously used to live upon the earth entirely apart from evils and without grievous toil and distressful disease which give death to men. But the woman called Pandora removed the lid from the storage jar with her hands and scattered all its contents abroad. She wrought baneful evils for human beings. How are wicked men punished? The answer by the author: to care only for evil, courageousness and cruel deeds, Zeus marks out justice. Often Zeus, the Greek god, the supreme god worshipped by the Greeks, the leader of all the gods and goddesses, Zeus marks out justice. Often even a whole city suffers because of an evil man who sins. Upon them Zeus brings forth woe from the sky, famine together with pestilence, and the people die away. If there is a single sinful man in a city, the whole city will be destroyed. All the people will be punished by Zeus. How this differs from what Avyar says. If there is a single good man, then the entire mankind will be honored by whatever the force may be. There he says how Zeus will punish a city when there is a single sinful man. The women do not give birth, the households are diminished by the plans of Zeus. Whereas here, Undalamma ivulagam indirar amirda iyevadainum thamiyar undalum ilare. If there is a single good person, then the world will survive. What should one do to be free from the anger of gods? Hesiod's answer: according to your capability, make holy sacrifice to the immortal gods in a hallowed and pure manner. You should make sacrifices of animals and burn splendid thigh pieces on the altar. At other times, seek propitiation with libations and burnt offerings of animals and birds. both when you go to bed and when the holy light returns, so that their heart and spirit will be propitious to you. Gods will be kind to you if you make such sacrifices. How should one treat one's friends and foes? His answer: be friendly to your friend and go visit those who visit you, and give to him who gives, and do not give to him who does not give. For one gives to a giver, but no one gives to a non-giver. Give is good, grab is bad, a giver of death. Note how all these moral maxims differ so much from the maxims enunciated in Tirukkural, Naladiyar and other didactic writings, including Mudumozhi Kanji. Let the payment, the author Hesiod says, let the payment agreed for a man who is your friend be reliable, and smile upon your brother, but add a witness too, for both trust and distrust have destroyed men. That is, he says, don't trust even your brother. Do not let an arse fancy woman deceive your mind by guilefully cajoling you while she pokes into your granary. About women. Whoever trusts a woman trusts swindlers. Don't trust any woman. This is his advice. Let there be a single born son to nourish the father's household. In this way, wealth is increased in the halls, and may he die an old man, leaving behind one son in his turn. No daughter, only son, and that too only one son. Do not treat a comrade in the same way as your brother, but if you do, then do not harm him first, nor give him a lying grace with your tongue. But if he begins telling you some word contrary to your spirit, or even doing some such thing, then be mindful to pay him back twice as much. What would please Zeus and the other gods? How should you please the gods? His answer: do not ever pour a libation of gleaming wine at dawn to Zeus or the other immortals with unwashed hands. Do make sacrifices with washed hands. See, full of superstitious beliefs. For they do not listen, otherwise the gods won't listen, but spurn the prayers, and do not urinate standing up facing the sun, but be mindful to do so after the sun sets and before it rises. But even so, do not completely bare yourself when you urinate, for the nights belong to the blessed ones. The nights belong to the gods. Do not cross on foot the fair pouring water of ever flowing rivers before you have prayed, looking into the beautiful stream, and washed your hands with lovely clear water. Whoever crosses a river unwashed in evil and in his hands, against him the gods feel the resentment and they give him pain afterwards. That is, if you cross a river without washing your hands, you will be punished by the gods. And not ever put the ladle on top of the wine bowl while people are drinking, for a baneful fate is established for that. And do not leave a house unfinished when you make it, lest a screaming crow sit upon it and croak. Then what are the auspicious days approved by Zeus, the leader of the gods and goddesses, and for what purposes? What are the auspicious days? Again, superstitions galore. For beginning with the sowing, avoid the 13th day after the month begins, and yet it is the best one for getting your plants bedded in. The middle 6th day is very unfavorable for plants, but good for a man to be born. but it is not favorable for a maiden to be born, but it is a kind day for castrating kids and rams and for fencing in an enclosure for the flocks. And it is fine for a man to be born. Such men are fond of speaking mockery and lies and guileful words and hidden whispers. On the 8th day of the month, castrate a boar and a loud bellowing bull, hard-working mules on the 12th. When should you sacrifice animals? On which days? On the great 20th, in the fullness of the day, a wise man is born. His mind will be very sagacious if he is born on this particular day. One man praises one kind of day, another another, but few are ones who know. It is not many people know about the auspicious days, the author claims. One time, one of these days is a mother-in-law, another time a mother. See what he says about mothers-in-law. One time, one of these days is a mother-in-law, that is unfavorable, cruel-hearted. Another time a mother, kind and supportive. Happy and blessed is he who knows all these things and does his work without giving offense to the immortals, distinguishing the birds and avoiding trespasses. It is to be noted that most of these ideas given in that Greek work, Hesiod's Works and Days, written long ago, even perhaps earlier than Homer, were later, these ideas were later surreptitiously taken to the laws of Manu and presented as Vedic injunctions.